Welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. We're back with game 2 between Jasnix and Gymnast. For tracking for this game, we have Lada Chiamaka back, and this time stepping in is Tanjo. And I'll pass it over to our commentators for this game, Montgol and Cube David. Take it away, you two.
Oh God, it's the time. It's time again for a
It is indeed
tradition for
time
Wind
again.
Waker Randomizer, aka two Davids saying stuff over a good race because we have a good race today. Look at those two runners.
Absolutely.
They're
Oh,
red
this is
hots.
hype.
They're ready. These guys have been running since the start of the afternoon, and this is not gonna change.
Nope, absolutely
Oh.
not.
Is that
All
Star
right.
Belt a per kilogo?
We're off
Whoa!
with TRC. We have another wind temple,
Yeah.
and this time also ET.
Voting course is foolish. Earth
Baron
Temple is
EP.
foolish. Ah, and Eel Rock too.
That is a hint you really
Angular,
like to see.
Fire Mountain. Ghost Ship Chart is not required and is on with Row Mini Boss.
Cool.
That's a lot
Very
of
cool.
information. Big Key Chest and Wind Temple, Orange Rupee, Tree Branch is also
Tree
just a
Branch.
chart.
Is a very nice hint because it can just peek Small Island and potentially just
Oh,
rule out
Secret
Forest
Cave.
Cave altogether.
The Secret Cave is a shard on the Dragon
Ooh,
Roost.
and we have a required note to Mom.
On Zoneri, no less.
Yep.
Triforce Shard number 3 on Paw Print.
On the Wizard Cave. So yeah, we know that the Beta Mail cannot be the required item for the Notamon because we have Baron Earth Temple.
Mm.
So we're gonna get hard required mail from Kashiko this time.
Yeah, good old Bashiko, I should say.
And of course we're immediately warping towards Forest
That looked like
Haven.
grass. That looked like grass, man.
That looked like very much grass indeed.
Starting with
And we're
wallet
starting with a
today.
wallet.
Ah,
Again.
that is very nice. His Master
Ooh,
Sword waiting
sword.
for us in the mail thanks to that wallet. Never gonna say
Yep.
no to double damage as soon as the seed starts.
Oh, and we have a Pigdawn Beetle.
$20 for
That is
a disposable camera? What is this, 1976?
But yeah, warping to Forest Haven makes absolute sense since we have a Goma hint, or like a path hint on Cliff Plat leading towards DRC.
Oh yeah, it's the usual start to this season, and it's even more the usual start today because that just makes so much sense.
Absolutely. And due to the inner Cliff Plat chest not being spiky, we have basically a hard confirmed grapple path this time around. Because the top of Cliff Plat does logically require all leaf.
Is there a question, Golden Devil? The ones that are a little hipster totally do. They prefer that over their phone cameras for some reason. It's great. 20 rupees waiting for us in
Yep.
the seed here. Oh. That's why you
Let's
break
go.
it, folks.
Yep, Jim already collecting his money to get the picture later on. Before the first windfall dip.
We saw Jim go for the left and then be like, no, this is 2024. I gotta go for the middle. Alright, just gonna store the chest on top here. Meanwhile, Jasnix already at the place where we're gonna use that storage.
Yep, we're gonna break into BPR. Because doing it vanilla is just awful. Plain awful.
It's a place. It goes better if you put on the danger zone while you do it. Like your bird becomes like a fighter jet in your head, and it feels good, but it feels slow too.
Yeah. Ooh, and another spiky on Bird's Peak Rock.
Gotta love those. Grabbing some rupees on the way though. Hero
And
shield.
that's a shield. Maybe we could see a bait back on Windfall, and the chest on top of Clifford was indeed our grappling hook, which already resolves our DRC path.
Would have been surprising if it wasn't, but that is a fun one.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that it would lead to grapple. We just didn't know if it was immediate grapple or not.
And there we go. We're warping to Mother and Child. Nothing on the island this time. So we're warping straight back. Don't even get out of the boat. Don't touch the ground. Pretend you've never been there.
And we're going to outset. So Jazz will very likely just pick up his Picto in the next minute or so.
Yeah, there's a pretty good way to get it between Mesa the Grass Cutter and going to Grandma's.
Exactly.
Very, very close.
Since you want to save warp out of Mesas anyway, you can just get into Beetle's dropship.
That is one way to make that roll clip fast. Damn.
Honestly, I do the same thing. I always do like the sword slash
Boomerang.
mid-air. And we get our banana.
It's a good old banana.
Amazing.
Meanwhile, Gymnast has a pair on the screen. This is some vitamin C right now, everyone. Third question, Wishful Jirachi. Game 1 has been won by Jasnix. This is a best of 3, all 3 games in a row. So if you like Wind Waker, this might be the last seed today, but it could also be just the second.
Absolutely. We might get a game 3 later on.
And the first one was really tight too, so it definitely could happen.
Yeah, game 1 was extremely tight between the two runners.
Yeah. Oh, and Grandma's Basement. We're going straight there. I do love that place.
Absolutely.
I don't even peek the chest, I just jump.
Well,
it's called believing.
Not for you.
It's called believing, and it costs sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah. Hello, Big Pig. Might throw you later.
Might eat later.
Yeah. Might swing the swine later. Who knows? Oh, very well done on the roll clip there. First one was just a little outside, but very, very fast anyway.
Felt Big Pig might eat later.
Yeah. Felt Big might eat later. The goods are on Crescent. The goods are on Crescent. All right.
And another Picto!
Both Pictos before going to Windfall. Now that's something that feels
0
good.
Pictos. That is amazing.
Now that feels good. Like, the first time you're gonna talk to Minenko might be the time where you have what it takes to get her objects, you know?
Yeah, and we're diving straight into Windfall on Jim's side.
Honestly, after 2 Pictos, I will do the same.
Especially with a double path and...
Yeah, meanwhile, we have Jasnix preparing for the jump in the middle of the Octo here. Nicely done.
Successful. It's easier to fail that than one could imagine.
Oh yeah, the one redeeming factor of that trick is that when you just save and quit and come back, you get kind of lined up for it. It's kind of fun.
That's true.
And there we go. It was a little sketchy near the end, but made it back to the top. Oh.
Okay.
And just getting storage here.
Unconventional storage spot, but it works.
There's a lot of storage spots on Windfall.
There are so many storage spots.
Some of them are conventional, some of them are this one.
Yeah, some of them you see regularly across many races, and some are just obscure, to say the least.
There's one on the right of this door here, by the way.
And it seems like we got a double spike here on Diamond Step.
Nice, and very spiky first chest to open.
Okay, I mispeaked that apparently.
Well, that's still a Triforce Shard. That's good to have. Doesn't make anything faster, but it does make for a good spot for a super swim, so please avert your eyes if you're photosensitive. We will tell you back when to look there. In the meantime, just look at Gymnast doing nothing. It's so interesting.
And that's what we have the command for.
Yeah, that's a good command. Mila's there. Mila's there.
Doing a super swim into Islet.
Oh, that looks good. Nicely done. Can now look back at Jasnix's place, but there's also a hook shot on Gymnast.
So our shot
So-
time step is immediately in logic.
Yep. And getting some more rupees all the way to 69. There's a joke in there.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, that's another spiky there.
I love to see that.
Din's Pearl. The fake spiky.
And its Pearl is not too bad, honestly. Because
It does do the lava thing again.
Yep. It does also spawn in beta, which is suboptimal to say the least. But the lava thingy is very nice.
There's many ways to not be too bothered by that guy. They're just a little slower.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Jasnix
that's
also
Miss
on his way
Mary.
onto outset. Jasnix also on his way to not to outset, to Windfall.
That is Windfall. But-
Only has one pick though.
To be fair to you, Outset is meant to be the island of all beginnings, and if you're starting to play the Wind Waker Randomizer, Windfall kind of feels like the start of every seed, so it's the island of every beginning.
I guess.
Kinda right! Oh, that's a lot of money on that guy.
Good thing we have a wallet. Even though we don't even need that much money.
Oh,
And
that's
paw
better.
bracelets.
All the way from silver to gold. Damn.
Absolutely. That also resolves our Jahala path. With those power
Look
bracelets.
through the wall, see that it's just a bit of wood, and warp out.
Still jingles money and jewelry.
Yeah.
That's what
This is not a
he-
risk. This is not a rescue. This is a shakedown. Right, we're back today on Gymnast side. We're probably gonna go for a nice little Lenzo door cancel, it seems.
We are indeed cancelling the door.
Alright, we're now talking to the boat. Even if it doesn't look like it.
Yep, and we have a simultaneous door cancel. Amazing.
They're both gonna make Lenzo sad forever. Even if they have the Picto in their inventory. That trick is also a very good way to check your hints again.
If you can read that fast, yeah, definitely.
If you have just the one to check. Like, you're not sure that you have read it right. It's pretty good.
That is true, though. That is indeed true. Very
Oh,
nice way
Todd.
to check that.
Simultaneous Todd action. Let's go.
Both players playing the Wind Waker simultaneously. And
Oh,
getting
gold.
rewarded with a golden feather.
Look at that. That's how he dances so lightly. He's a bird.
Bird in disguise.
My god. Hello.
So that's why he has these thingies on his forearm.
Yeah, those are wings.
Yeah.
Not time to catch that kid. Not the hardest one to catch, honestly.
Yeah.
Hello, pig
And
that does parts.
That's a mini piggy right here.
This is the special pig.
The stinky pig.
Good old stinky pig. Don't grab him often, honestly. Oh, just missed the kid there.
Also, now that I think about it, we already have all our pathins completely resolved with the hookshot and power bracelets on Windfall and the grapple onto the flat.
That is true, but that since we're already there, might as well check the other ones. You never know.
Yeah, definitely. You ain't gonna say no to that.
Rare Kid acquired. And now, time to get in Lanzo's place. Very well done on Gymnast's side. Jess is doing it almost as fast, just a bit of trouble here. There we go.
Still pretty clean, nevertheless.
And double wooden here. That's always sad. It feels bad when you see that.
It is tragic.
You know? But we have 2 Pictos to check on Gymnast's side. Only 1 in Jasnix, so...
Jasnix has not gotten the Picto on Crescent yet.
That item that we're gonna see here on Pumpy and Vera, or as I call them, the Gossip Girls, is gonna be something that both of them have.
And yeah, it's basically their official name. The Gossip Girls.
It basically is, yes. Triforce Shard on the Gossip Girls. Not gonna say no to that.
Good old gossip cheese.
And now,
Very cheesy gossip.
photography. It's time for the other golden feather. Now I have 2. We only probably like 2,000. Oh my god, that is a synced. That is synced. I was gonna say we're about 2,000 feathers short of making a bird, you know? But
yeah.
Hey, that's
The
so much sync.
The weird thing is, when you have both audios playing at the same time, it almost overlaps as well.
It's so synced. It's so synced. Ah, and Jasnix talk to the kids again.
Minor time loss. Ooh,
A
and
bow. Oh. She usually
that's
gives
convenient.
you joy. She's looking for joy, but it looks like in her past there was some pain. She's ready to dish it out.
Yep. And looks like Jazz will be going up with Nighttime Windfall maybe soon. He might delay Mila though.
There's a good chance for
'Cause
this.
Yeah, he did the same thing last game. Mayhaps.
Oh,
It was a
Skullhammer. So now we know how she escaped in this universe, you know? Just beat the bird down.
Yes, well, it was a pun, although an unintended one.
Good old unintended puns. You gotta intend your puns, man.
Sometimes the best puns are just not the unintended ones.
They just happen, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the universe wanted you to make a pun there, and it just does. Oh, I think we're a salvage corp away of posting frogs in the chat, everyone. Get the frogs ready.
Ooh, a bottle.
Well, that's nice.
We're gonna handy once we find bait back.
Alright, frog time, everyone.
Outlet. That's our second start of the seed.
Always nice to see. A Zephos here.
It's actually Cyclos. Zephos is
You're right, sorry.
the other frog.
I was looking at green frogs in the chat because that's more common, and then Zephos came in my head.
Oh, and that's
Talking about
Lee.
green. Talking about green. Ho, 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 ho.
That now also puts our grappling hook in logic, and that is DRC for clearable. No matter the key
Interesting.
layout.
We even have the bow to go backwards. Amazing.
Yep.
We could
Very
use a little
convenient.
more bombs, but that's still pretty damn good. Oh, and that is open. Kinda forgot about that. Wizrobe Cave time.
You don't get a hookshot and a bow that early into the seed that often.
Yeah, it feels sketchy when it does happen.
Ooh, are we doing star already?
That's an interesting counterplay right there.
Okay, that is interesting for sure. Or was it maybe hinted?
That's one of the places that people really want to avoid usually. But hey, if you really like Star Island, why not?
It is a very risky play, honestly.
And who knows,
Because
maybe
you have no indication whatsoever that this could be anything even.
Gymnast getting some enemies to fight in the middle here. It's very hard when you get to the three West robes to get them in that pattern where they can't spawn anything.
The West rope juggling is very hard. Oh, it can be very hard. And if you mess up once, it's almost guaranteed game over.
Yep, and it just gets harder and harder as soon as you mess it up once.
Yeah. Yeah, just like Sachin said, it is very easy to mess up.
It's a rhythm, and you have to be exactly at the right spots to not trigger target anything else. Very weird.
That Bokoblin did
Just
not
didn't
want to
wanna.
cooperate.
And he was like, "No, not playing your games, man. Not playing your games." And meanwhile, Jim got another
And for
shot.
that reason, Jazz banished the Bokoblin back to the corner.
Jasnix trying to grab a nice little joy pendant here. Good place to get them.
Absolutely. Although it shouldn't be too difficult to get a hold of a joy pendant since you already have the grapple and FTRC as a required dungeon.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, that Moblin voided out.
Hello, Mr. Moblin. Do you want to come down, maybe?
Moblin sure took its time.
That was the
Oh.
weirdest Star Island I've ever seen. Also, frog.
Another frog. And a Tingle statue.
And the Moblins are better at chest storage than we are, I'm pretty sure.
I think so far we don't have any hint regarding ankle. So the Tingle statue is not immediately useful, but also not a bait as for now.
It's one of those things where you're like, that could be useful for later, who knows?
Mhm.
Treasure chart 41, once again on our screens. Thanks
Let's
to the
go.
power of flying frogs.
Power of flying frogs gracing us with treasure chart 41.
And what else? Because that is Zepho's place right now. Just
Yep.
some love on a lovely frog.
Alright, we're already grabbing a ferry.
Interesting. And
Now-
we're going for the DRC secret.
Ooh, it actually
cave.
makes sense because Jim has not been to Outset yet. That
That's
is
true.
right. And he has all the tools to also clear Horseshoe as well. Which Jasnix was not able to do on his first trip.
And Horseshoe's gonna be an interesting one. It's a few checks. 2 checks.
Yep.
And we're about to get some boomerang. This next is
Also
gonna
doing
have
the
to
same
complete...
slots slash on the roll clip.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They're good. These guys are good.
Well, that's for sure. I mean, we're in winners bracket semifinals.
Yeah, it's starting to
Definitely
get pretty
need
spicy.
a very good amount of skill to get there. And
Starting
these
to
two
get
runners
spicy.
definitely have it.
Right, gymnast heading for Grandma's house.
Being the good grandson he is.
Oh, look at that, Grandma. And Jim being anxious, as we all are, and taking the time to be on the rug. Another trapper shot for Jasnix. We already know
the
about
rock-
4 of those.
The roll clip is only useful on Mesa's house if it is daytime, because on daytime you cannot enter the house through the door. It's only that you can enter at night.
Yeah, it's one way that runners have to make the day count go a little slower, because the first 3 places you can get the ghost ship at are pretty easy to get, but after it gets a little messy, So the less you switch the time of the day, the best it is, usually.
Yeah.
Very similar clip to Jaboon's Cave, that is for sure.
Yep.
Another roll clip.
We will also be seeing that from Jim in, I think, quite a bit.
Water really rises up fast. And I say
It is
this as
uncanny.
I say this as someone that has seen water get in his basement before. It doesn't go that
Ooh.
fast. that water's a speedrunner. Hey, Tingle statue.
There's the other Tingle statue.
That's Grandma Mail, I think.
Yep, that is Grandma Mail indeed.
Interesting. They both have a piece of the solution to get to ankle. Oh, the nice little throw here. Jasnix, I never trust myself with that one.
But we can immediately open the chest, even though we are standing directly on top of it.
Yeah.
It's funny sometimes.
I do love when that happens. You just open it, like the animation plays, but your guy is on top of it and just falls down.
Alright, that was one hit.
Yeah, one hit. Very well done. Oh, a little too high for that one. A little too low now. There we go.
Perfect.
Oh my god, free ending, the third one.
And that's all 3 ropes down.
Ooh, that roll was a little sketch.
Do not roll into the lava.
You could feel the sweat on Jasnix's head forehead at that moment, just like, oh no, oh, okay, we're fine.
Maybe also because it's actually hot in DRC. So sweating is definitely nothing unusual here.
It's kind of required, honestly. Or else your body is just gonna overheat.
Yep.
Spiky chest here.
Exactly.
Another piece of cheese!
A long boy.
Yeah. And Gymnast is still cheating at golf even.
Don't tell me we get another instance of DR cheese here.
It could be another instance of DR cheese. It's looking good for it at least. Okay, at least a bit of real golf at the end here.
Yep.
Using the jump slash and a small little roll to get closer to the objective during the cutscenes.
Oh, on the stairs, rage. Absolutely. I mean, I've had specifically fire and ice on one specific stair chest quite too often.
Another spiky chest here, and another one on horseshoe. Nero's Pearl has been found.
Now that is absolutely useless.
Yep, that's the worst one, sadly. Nice color though.
Yep.
And only the outside of our shoe is gonna be spiky.
Yep. Exactly.
There is still one object that we're gonna see on Gymnast's side that we haven't seen on Jasnix's side, so let's see what it is. Maggie's letter. Oh.
Nothing useful for now, since we do not have a delivery back.
Yeah, but when we're gonna get it, that's gonna be make us able to go only once more into that house, the House of Wealth. I love when it happens.
Yep. Ooh, nice. Just getting the, I think, frame perfect letting go of the grapple.
Yep, that was very good.
That is true. We might actually get a G cameo.
Just
when we're
see
entering
the tower. Just see it. It's kind of useful, honestly, because you're kind of used to having it there, so you don't really look for your portal when it's there.
Now with that small key that Jess will find in the big key chest, he will be able to folk through the RC.
Yeah, no small keys just until there, so we just had to go down there today.
Yep, hard required. Ooh.
Oh, Gymnast had a very good thing going on here, but sadly fell down.
Yeah. Being a bit too speedy. The Wind Waker cops didn't like that.
They sometimes Wind Waker just strikes back, you know.
Yep.
Snakes making his way back. Try for a shard that we already knew about, acquired by Gymnast.
Now we will see the Dragon Roost cavern backwards. With one small key, that's absolutely 3.
I love that trick for that. Very useful when you're doing a whole sanity and you really don't want to look for your keys.
Absolutely, yep. And we are also seeing another super swim on Jim's side.
So if you're photosensitive, please look away, even if the flashing part is kind of over now.
Yep.
We were a little late on that one. Right, we're using the grapple to make our way backwards here. Little slower than the leaf, which we don't have on Jasnix's side anyway, but a very nice way to do it. It feels safe.
Yep.
Dense Pearl acquired. And Medley is sadly a wooden chest today. Sorry, Medley, that is not Medley. I won't save you. Not a lot of health left.
Barely able to grapple the pole. Even though Jasnix was hit by the Bokoblin.
Now we're in a rock. I love how we're just standing in a rock there.
It's funny.
Jasnix going straight for a fairy, which is a very good plan
Very
at that
reasonable.
point.
And there is, sadly, no bow on the stairs.
Boomerang from right on the edge here does work.
I usually do that from the boat. Ooh,
Exactly.
very cool jump slash.
Yeah,
That was stylish.
he's styling at that point. Oh, that's a big key. That's the key we want.
That is exactly the key we want, so we don't have to open any more key chests.
It's been a little change in this season. Instead of having what we called race mode back in the day, which put Triforce shards on the bosses, instead we have required boss mode now. Every item could be on the boss, but it's not necessarily going to be a Triforce shard. But the bosses check do block your progression in Hyrule at some point if you don't have them done. So it kind of plays out the same. It's just you have more shards to look for. And sometimes you get the Master Sword Chamber way, way before you did back then. Oh, that's a nice storage strat here.
I have not even seen that one.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like, there's a specific angle that you jump at, and you're going to be able to go on the wall there.
Ah, I see.
There we go.
Ah,
And you roll through onto the other side. If you
that's
have
fancy.
bomb, yeah, that is very fancy. Kind of hard to do. But it's kind of your only option if you have the items that we have right now. Nice
Magic armor!
But
Probably my top 3 favorite meme items.
yeah, top 1 for me, honestly.
That is fair. That is absolutely fair.
And just so you know, people, if you have a hook shot in your inventory when you're doing that trick, much easier to just put your face in the boards and hook shot through by using the chest behind. But if you don't have that, that's what you do. And it looks pretty silly.
Or you just carry a machete over and break the boss.
That's true.
with
We
that.
can do that now. Kind of forgot about that. Because items could not be carried through rooms before.
Yep, not
Well,
an
they-
S6.
They could, but with a very weird glitch that was very hard to pull off.
Yep.
Not worked. Not worked. And it's time for
All right.
Goma.
Time for a 2-minute cutscene.
It's not a cutscene. Sometimes the cutscene hits you. Weird.
Let's call it an interactive cutscene then.
Is this a Wind Waker and FMV game then? Interesting.
Ah. But yeah, nothing new coming up on Jim's side, so we will be mainly on the lookout what Jazz will do after this. Probably going to Crescent and maybe also doing a little pop and dip.
And
while we're
Jim,
at it.
kind of jumbling around the way he's doing these checks. We're gonna do the backwards up to that point.
That is true. ET is an intended Baron. So I think the main thing we would want to look out for are either bombs or fire and ice.
The logic
Or
is pretty
the
good.
delivery bag would also help very much.
The logic is pretty good on what you're saying, Sunslayer, but sadly, the Master Swords are a little weird in this game. As soon as you get the first one, you get double damage from the first sword, but then the other ones don't do any more damage than the first upgrade. So it's a little weird like that. The last two upgrades are pretty much just a key to break the barrier, sadly.
Exactly.
Is that command melody? Thank you, Goma.
If that was a Wind Waker, then it is indeed command melody.
Oh my. Oh my. We do need that one for Wind Temple at the very least.
Goma teaching us a song. Amazing.
That's why she needed 2 minutes just to sing the song, so we'll get it. And the song goes something like Goma screams. It's kind of strange. But it does control people. The proof of that is that she controlled us into staying with her for 2 minutes.
We had no choice. Does this mean this is a Blue Boss Swap song? Absolutely yes.
I mean, the crazy thing is that it's still not a bad song. Welcome to Wind Waker. Right, hello, King of the Red Lion.
All right, heading straight over to Pawprint. So Jazz will get his bottle and his leaf.
Yeah, and a lot of money.
Yep, that he probably wished he had earlier, especially for the leaf.
Right. We are on the island that has a strange egg on it. Because apparently Valoo came out of an egg. This lore. It's weird. He is a reptile, but he has feathery wings too. I don't understand anything. It's like when the paleontologist told me that the dinosaurs had feathers. Ridiculous stuff. They did. Right, time to climb. The grapple is being used on both sides right now.
Although for very different purposes.
Nice little spiky chest here.
Getting his leaf now.
Something that he would have loved to have in the RC, but he did very well without it.
Exactly. The leaf is always very nice to have.
It's kind of the most broken item in the game, honestly. But yep, it does make it very nice to have.
In dungeons, it is by far the most broken.
It just lets you take so many shortcuts. It's amazing.
Yeah. For overworld, it is not as useful.
Yeah, except for
I'd
the
say.
puzzle that it does block, but
Yeah, except for like the checks, it hard locks anyway.
yeah.
Like for example, a horseshoe or greyfish. Well, horseshoe at least logically.
Logic is fun once in a while.
Yep, but sometimes we just don't care about the logic at all.
Yeah.
Because of playing Wind Waker, logic is
Good.
merely a suggestion.
And now we are seeing the end of Goma number 2. So, good night, sweet princess. And by sweet princess, I mean lady that was controlling us. This is social commentary now. Alright, the looks pick the box acquired on Jasnix's side. We know that Minenko had nothing, but probably something that's going to be checked later when we go back to Windfall eventually.
Yep.
I saw warp to Mother and Child.
To get the ferry for
Good
grandma.
place for them. We're seeing a lot more getting ferries here because unlike last season where we had 6 or 7 ferry fountains to go through, we don't have that many accesses to ferries now.
Yep. Our ferry access is mainly just mother and child. And maybe if you remember it during the end of each dungeon.
Yeah, and if you forget to go to Mother and Child, there is some ferries at the start of the Savage Labyrinth if you have power bracelets and a shot to get there.
Yep.
I've done that before. Saved my life. Save me a warp, I
you
should
could
say.
also get there with leaf and power bracelets, but with leaf it is way
Jasnix.
slower.
Jasnix, what are you doing? Not even in the rug right there. That's messing with God. It does work, it just feels dangerous.
Alright, we're seeing a new check on Jim's side. With Bomb Island.
Yeah, it's an interesting place. Used to be the place that most runners hated, and now it doesn't even crack the top 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can peek it now.
Exactly. I mean,
Just
I kind
one
of
move.
understand why Jazz is playing this risky because he has the lead in the series currently.
Yeah, might as well go full on risk on the second game. At that point, if it works out, you don't need game 3. If it doesn't, well, you still have game 3 to play it safe.
Yep. And classic Bomb Island. Spiky.
Tingle Statue number 2 acquired, so that's probably going to be a warp to Tingle Island.
Yeah.
I know some of you guys are certified Fire Mountainators, and this is the seed for you. It has been hinted barren, so you don't have to assume it's barren. It's
Yep.
already barren. And I
Don't
can't
need
do
to
my
worry about Fire
counterplay.
Mountain today.
And I can't do my counterplay on this one. Hey, that's the final
Hey!
pearl.
We could enter Tonti.
There's now a massive tower on the map.
It
Don't
serves
ask
no
about the
purpose.
foundations. Don't ask about the
Serves-
foundations. It makes no sense.
And at least we get some mail on Jim's side.
Yeah. From
Maybe it is delivery back.
Kamali's father. Good old Kamali's father. That's Fire and
it's
Ice.
Fire and Ice.
Oh, that's also good.
I was debating whether or not to predict Fire and Ice or Delivery Bag. This time I lost the Gamba. My internal Gamba.
Maybe Delivery Bag is going to be behind Fire and Ice.
That is pretty likely, honestly.
Spiky Chest making a second appearance today on Horseshoe. Before that, we have a cave to investigate. And Gymnast says a cabana to infiltrate.
Yep. We might actually see Jim committing crimes.
And by crimes
will
we
be
mean
seeing.
storage.
I mean, personally, I would say the crime is breaking into someone else's property, but...
Yeah, but I just call it the millennial skip personally, because we're never gonna get a house. And we're never gonna get a house. We can't own property, so we just kinda scooch into doors and sleep there.
Very well done.
Good millennial skip right there. Look at that. Fire is going out.
Honestly, I like the breaking into cabana play on Jim's side, since you know that your delivery bag is hard required anyways. The only piece of the puzzle that would be missing is the cabana deed.
Yeah. And honestly, it's a pretty risk-free play today, and I do like it.
Yeah.
And
Just lets you
lots
full
of
clear this part of the map. And
lots
who
of
knows, maybe
rupees. Lots of rupees here, because we went from the purple one that based you into thinking it's gonna be a purple rupee, and then we had a purple rupee. Thank you, Anko. $300. That beats progression, right?
Surely!
Surely.
And Private Oasis was entirely barren.
Yeah, it does happen. But at
So
least
that
now we know.
It is kind of likely that the cabana deed is just in a barren location.
Yep.
I'm around.
There was a lot of barren locations, so it was a play. It makes sense, but at the same time, with all the barren locations, there's gotta be some places where that have nothing to.
I mean, you can't really complain with a whole dungeon being a bit barren, especially with Earth Temple.
That Earth Temple is so easy to go mode. Honestly, it's a weird one. Like, you gotta be careful about it, but it's just straightforward.
Yep.
Feels a lot nicer to go mode than to check every check on the way.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just try for a shard once again.
Cheese ring aisle.
Yeah. And then we're gonna just fly to this platform here. Turn slowly to not fall down because of ice physics, which only exists on this island.
And it blessed us with the probably most funniest sound the game has graced us with.
It's a very good sound. Another shard! that is very cheese ring.
More cheese.
That is cheese ring. And now we're gonna use a nice little trick. Nice little Wind Waker stoppy here to get into the hole. Is it gonna be another piece of cheese? Imagine.
That would be hilarious, in all honesty.
Alright,
Just
we're a few enemies away.
Just completely golden ice ring.
I mean, ice ring is kind of a fridge, so that is where I do keep my cheese, personally.
That is absolutely valid.
All right, we're dark nuts away from finding out. Meanwhile, the fire and ice arrows have been found by Jasnix.
So he might honestly be taking.
It's spiky. It's spiky.
Ooh.
There's a chance. There's a chance. Getting some arrows on the way.
I will likely just be delivery back.
It's a sword. It is very spiky, but it could have been the real cheese bring.
Okay. Honestly, I'm starting to think that Notre Mom just has our lights at this point.
It very well might have those at this point. Like, the more we open chests that are spiky and are not the delivery bag, the deeper they get.
Or it can just be extremely boring and just be bait bag.
That would be funny at that point.
For the Bird's Peak Rock.
I always like when bags lead to other bags. Like, get delivery bag, which leads to bait bag, and then on Big Pig you get spoils bag. And then your progression is just on Miss Mary.
The back chain.
Fairy time.
Basically, yes, but we have already confirmation from the hints that Notre Mom is has a required item, so it is likely that we also need delivery back and Notre Mom for this.
On some seas, the full master sword does happen early.
Sub 50 fully powered soul is absurd. Then you should have seen the sub 20 light arrows.
Yep, that's always fun.
There's
some seas where there's just some seas where it's crazy. Like you get pretty much everything that you need for go mode. Like 30 minutes in, and after that, you spend an hour and a half looking for the last piece of the puzzle.
Yep.
It's just a slug of barren locations after barren locations. So, friendly reminder to not skip the text too fast when you're talking to this fairy, because...
Hurricane Spin!
Let's go! Hurricane Spin has been found!
Oh my god. Nope, Golden, we have not seen creep yet. We can still be creeping.
I'm always creeping. Even after he gives me something that is not progression, I still creep. Because we live in a multiverse, and in some of those multiverses, there's just creeps that keep paying off.
Yep.
An infinity of creeps that pay and don't pay, just waiting to be found out. Alright, we're gonna peek here.
That is spiky.
Spiky. Oh. And
Ooh,
now we have a trick to do.
Thread.
Yep.
I love this thread, although I cannot do it myself. I feel
it's a very weird trick. Like the barrier between failure and success is really
that
tight.
Was extremely clean.
And
that's a
is making
disgusting place for delivery back.
Oh, because you're gonna have to come back to get to the goal run trade.
Exactly.
That is the best place for a bag if you want to mess with people.
Oh, that is disgusting. Thank you, BT.
Very good seed. Very good seed.
Yeah. Okay, so we will be mailing our Maggie's letter. Get the floor from Zunari. Trade in the Moblin's letter. And then we're gonna see Creep.
I love when we have both of those letters in our inventory at the same time. Because it looks like a plan with the male guy. The male guy distracts the dad. And meanwhile, you just sneak behind and do the delivery.
Yo, the roll!
Got a nice little roll. We didn't see the outside, but that is placing him in a better angle to go deliver that
Jasnix
letter.
now also acquiring his hurricane spin.
Nice. We do have Jahala today, which is one of the bosses where Hurricane Spin can be quite useful.
It is the only boss where hurricane spin is useful.
Hey, you've never...
And
You-
there are lights.
That's
Okay.
nice. That's nice. Wait, you think it's not useful on other bosses? You've never done Hurricane Spin on Goma and fell in the lava after 2 spins? It's great.
It is indeed a double required delivery.
All right. Look at that, Downflower. We're gonna go back to where we found the bag it's in to trade it. That's right, Jasnix never did Mila there. There we go.
Nope.
It's
And
time.
honestly, I cannot wait. Let's see. Okay.
Green chew jelly. That's the best item in the... Okay, I'm just kidding.
Postman just giving us some snot.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Postman, for this wonderful bounty of Jello. It is magical Jello at the very least.
Yep, it is. Okay, at this point, I think we only have Creep and our not mom check left.
And it looks like Jess is gonna try to cram in the lighthouse completely while waiting for Mila. So it's a nice way to pass time. Not quite getting the shot through the wall, but getting it on the second one. And nothing on transparent chest, which means our only hope is this boy here.
Will we be creeping today?
I'm always becreeping.
Yes, we are.
That's
We got some bombs at our
amazing
hands.
item.
We got some mail and some more checks.
Yeah. And Mila is about to get here.
If we take the go mode route and make use of storage, mainly, yes, Mirror Shield is skippable.
Yeah, Mirror Shield is it's an odd beast in this game. It's pretty confusing with abbreviations all the time because Master Sword and Mirror Shield kind of have the same one.
Yep. Also, that is incredible routing by Jim right now.
Oh yeah, that just feels good right now.
Combining Notomom and Creep.
Yeah.
And that's
Iron Boots. We do need those to get in Wind Temple. That's nice.
Yep.
Beetle with it. Nice. Yeah, the bomb letter was just some love.
Yep. Now, will we dip Rockspire before going into Wind Temple?
Oh man.
I would say it is unlikely.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little weird if it happens, but I would like to see it. I won't lie. So no light arrows for this cave for Jasnix either.
Nope.
And meanwhile, Jim about to get the bombs from Creed.
Creed gracing us with explosives.
That should have hit. It didn't hit. Ow.
I have no idea.
The angles in this cave are just all wrong.
And yep, we will be going straight to Wind Temple.
So all 3 now on Jasnix's side. Gotta be careful. That's something that spawns here. Only 1 arrow left. So we're gonna have to finish this with the hook shot.
Oh boy. Hookshot was rope cave. You hate to see it.
At least we're near the end. And there's only 2 with ropes left, so we don't quite have the same amount of trouble that we could have been in. Only 1 left. There we go.
Star Island had a tingle statue. Not shard.
It's a shard, though.
But probably the shard was probably on ankle.
It's very easy to confuse Star Island and one of those islands because they do look almost the same on the inside. It's all about the enemies. Hey, same music. Not the same song, but...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jim has already gotten the shot from the Wizrope Cave.
And Cole being a purple rupee is always the best one that it can be. It's hilarious.
Okay, then I'm not quite sure which shot Jim is missing.
Good question. It's a very good question.
In all honesty.
All I know is that he has a small key now. Whoa.
Oh, the cave,
Right.
the DRI cave. Okay.
Right. Thank you, Gaining Hero.
Now it would be incredible if Rockspire had our last chart.
Oh my god, imagine.
Jasnix would be able to go mode 2 dungeons.
That would be amazing for Jasnix. In very bad news for Jim.
That is true.
Alright, let's see what's going on Rockspire.
So if you are rooting for Jim, you don't want to see a shard here on Jasnix's side.
First things first, the southern
Neither on the gunboat nor on the cave.
Good old gunboat. Dropping items and the orbs.
Okay, what has been in the ocean? It is another wallet.
The money bag.
I'd say that drastically decreases the chances of our last shot being here.
It does, but it doesn't make it 0.
That is true.
Only one way to find out, and it is by investigating the Bat Cave. Game 3 is always just fun.
We would absolutely love a game 3.
Couldn't be here to watch it, but I just want it to happen anyway.
They did plan the game 3 directly after game 2.
Yes. Just jump back to the torch there. Oh, nicely done by Jasnix. And now we're gonna go crazy with the boomerang here.
Certified Bat Killer.
Yeah. The good old patented Bat Killer. TM.
Oh, and that's a big key on Jim's side. Oh, that is a spiky.
Oh god, that's spiky.
Oh, that is a spiky.
That is spiky. We're
Is
still
it
missing
bait
a big
bag or
bag?
is it a shard?
It's big bag.
It is bait. We still have Big Pig.
Big
We still
Pig.
have Big Pig.
Might have the key to the universe today.
If Big Pig has yet another shard,
Imagine.
this would be incredible. But we'll basically spell doom for Jim.
Yeah. Warping to Windfall first, so we're not gonna see what the pig has, at least for a few minutes.
Okay. We might not even see it until after Wind Temple. In all honesty.
Time for the male bait and switch here. Honestly, if you told me that Big Pig has the Triforce of Strength, I'd believe you. The power
Big
one.
Pig.
Because he hits like a truck.
Don't let the pig be smitten, let it be it. Absolutely. That is true. The Big Pig is named after the hero of the winds.
What? That's how he flies like that. Wow. He's the hero of the winds.
Ooh, Spiky in Wind Temple in the middle of the hub.
Interesting. It's a mirror shield. Oh.
It still leaves open the possibility for Big Pig to save the day for Jasnix. If he chooses to go to outset before dipping Wind Temple.
We are very close to Wind Temple, so it is something that could happen. Not enough wind to take us all the way to the 7 Armos room, sadly. So we're gonna have to take a little pause in the middle. It's an area with the town flower now.
Always finds a way to not have your final go mode item. It is always that, yeah.
Green Chew Jelly once again.
Ooh.
Nicely done on the last spin there.
Nice quadruple hit.
Yeah,
on
and
the
sadly,
Armos.
absolutely nothing behind it. You still have to beat the Armos to get out, so...
Mirror Shield is not hard required. We can go through ET with a lot of storage glitches.
It would have been required if we had Angular to go to today, but that was one of our Baron-inted places. Like, that's the only place that could have had a chick that needed the
we
mirror
are seeing
shield.
the pig. We are seeing the pig.
The pig is getting close. And meanwhile, Gymnast getting that trick there and getting another spiky chest.
That might just be a last shard or maybe another bottle.
Yeah. Only one way to find out. Time to swing the swine. It's Kevin. Time to swing the swine, love the hog, or...
And yeet.
Maybe yeet the pig. Who knows?
I swear, if Big Pig has yet another shard this time around.
Alright, Pig, what do you have?
Show us what has been buried.
That is a shard. That's
God.
a shard.
Oh my god!
Don't hit the pig, it just gave you go mode. Well, almost. In logic, he still needs those boots. But, you know.
Jasnix is able to go mode 2 entire dungeons, and he knows it.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get funky to enter Wind Temple, but it is definitely doable.
And if he's able to... Okay, we are going ET first. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we're right next to it right now, so might as well save the warp.
Exactly. It's not gonna be any quicker whether you have iron boots or not.
Yeah, the pig is awesome. At this point. Does Jazz know where the iron boots are? No, but...
He does not know it, but he should be able to figure it out with the Notamam required hint. I mean, it could still be that he thinks it's Mirror Shield, but it is basically a 50-50 in his head. Or at least it should be.
Time for Go Mode Earth Temple. That one we know is Baron for sure. Nicely grab by Jim here. And we're getting mighty close to getting some Mulgera music. So get ready for that. Just stretch your muscles before you start dancing.
I mean, yeah, of course, you would need Iron Boots, but according to Jazz's tracker, he has only Zonari left at the moment, which will lead to a Snow to Mom that has been hinted required. And any other item would not give him Iron Boots, so he should know.
The shards that Jim is missing are the Big Pig and the DRI Secret Cave. Bring a Roost Island Secret Cave. Which should be pretty fast with the fire arrows. But it's about how long it takes to get there, more than how long it takes to do it.
And now get your cat champs in, everyone.
Yeah.
It's time for Mulgera.
Some good music.
Incredible music, even.
I'm also quite partial to Jahala's theme, honestly.
Jahala's theme is also a straight up banger.
To be fair, most of the songs in this game are. Like
Wind Waker just has an incredibly good soundtrack.
The Dragon Roost Island, first time you get there, oh my god.
It is such a bop.
Nicely grab by Jim. Are we getting the regrab? No, we're getting a small baby instead. It looked like we were getting hit, but nope. Well, Jazz getting some storage. That spot is very weird because it's extremely tall, but once you get used to it, there we go.
We can check if DRI Cave is hinted.
Looks like it wasn't.
It was hinted DRI Secret Cave together with the Wizard Cave as a shard. So yes, we do have that hint.
Ah, right. I missed that one. Sorry.
Jim getting swallowed whole. And surviving on a single heart. Before slaying the beast. That is Mulgera.
Oh, roll tip time for Jasnix. That one is a little sketchy, but getting it very well.
Very clean roll clip. Right here.
And we don't have a mirror shield here, so we're gonna have to get a little more creative. Which means getting here on this statue and using your small key.
Jazz Iron Boots are on Notamam Mail.
Yep.
Which has been hinted required.
Bishiko has the goods.
Yep, Kashiko will have Jazz Go Mode.
Jasnix taking the time to get some magic here. Good plan, because you don't want to run out.
Absolutely not.
All the bats are getting mighty close to him, but getting away.
Yes, manages.
And Gymnast is now out of Wind Temple. Where are we going next? Is the big question. Straight to Dragon Roost Island. That's good.
Thing is, Jim will need to make a trip to Rockspire to get his bait back.
Yeah. I'm looking at this map right now. There's nothing else left than Rockspire, so should be getting close to it soon.
It is indeed. It is absolutely not beating. Guess we have Mirror Shield. So yeah.
Oh, did we only check the mail? Are we going away already? The Dragon Rose Styling Cave has been abandoned. Hurricane Spin! This is lacking.
Forgot that he has it.
We're lacking a great deal of Hurricane Spinning right now. Just going to Rockspire. That is good. Like I said, that was the only thing left on his map. Except Dragon Roost and Cavern, which is still marked on, you know. We're insanely close to it, but didn't go to it. Was that gonna get it?
Yeah.
Looks like it. Nice.
Yeah, what you really don't want right now is misremembering the DRI cave hint.
Seed Bleed is real. Seed Bleed is a run killer sometimes.
Do not underestimate the Seed Bleed.
Taking the time to take down the boulders from the boat. Right, there is also Star Island on this map, so...
Iron Boots are on the Notoma mail, which are on Zunari. And the Notoma mail has been hinted required. So Jazz should know.
I don't see Jazz keeping it for much later, honestly.
To be fair, Zunari is his only check right now.
Yeah, and it's a good idea to just prepare a boat, you know? The waves here make it a little harder to aim with the shot sometimes. I'm just about to get the bait bag. And we remember where that leads.
Yep. Honestly, now it should be... Jim should just go to outset and do ET while he's at it. One of Jim's shots is on Big Pig and the other is on the DRI secret cave.
Yeah. Right, Jazz now back on Windfall. Gonna grab the mailbox here. Use that to get to Zunari. And looks like we're getting a second round of Big Pig. Note to Mom acquired. So now
another question: will we be seeing the yeet, or will we be seeing animal abuse?
If we want to be technical, I think throwing a pig at those kinds of speed also counts as animal abuse.
He likes it. The big pig likes it.
Are we gonna just carry it? That could also be a thing. Oh, carrying it. Let's go. No animal abuse of any kind. So that's a big carry.
Iron Boots, and that is go mode for Jasnix.
Yeah, Jasnix now only has to go to Wind Temple, go through it, and it will be the end of the seed. But Jim getting Triforce Shard number 7 for him. And if he recalls the hints properly, he knows he's close. But looks like maybe we don't, because we're setting up for a super swim.
I see.
So close your eyes if you're photosensitive, because we're going
more time
to our temple.
If you're photosensitive, please look away from Jim's side of the screen.
Yes. It's not the best thing to look at right now. If you're not, though, it's pretty cool.
And you can look back again.
Yep.
Swim has been completed.
But here's the cool thing. This is still on the winner's bracket, so no matter who loses this best of 3, is still going to be in the tournament.
Yep,
Not the end today.
that is true. The winner will advance to the winners bracket finals. So the winner of the series will be confirmed at least 3rd place. While the loser of the series will go into the lower bracket semifinals. No, lower bracket quarters, I think.
Yep. Not the end of the tournament. Not the end of the tournaments. Plural, because there is 2 going on at the same time. Yeah, we're about to see
Jim
if Jim remembers.
Jim will go mode ET
Anyway, yeah.
since it wasn't at Baron.
It wasn't at Baron, so...
I can't imagine that Jim would forget a Baron ET.
Yeah, that one is a little harder to forget. Also, I'm pretty sure he didn't forget because right now on his screen, his tracker is just doesn't have her temple open, so not having to remember any checks. Usually, a good sign we're about to go mode. Hello, my car. Nice to see you waddle through the seat today.
Mm-hmm.
Been nice knowing you, Makar. See you next seed.
Was fun having ya.
Oh, we're bringing
We still
in
need you for one more room.
Yep. I was just getting ready because we were throwing him away and just booking it for the door, you know?
We're
No
just
time to say
leaving
goodbye.
the car up there.
Where I'm supposed to do my duty is like the wind stage? Yeah, sure. Stay there, man.
Stay in the Wind Temple, the place where you rightfully belong.
Is there a ceremonial chamber of some kind? Some description?
Ooh.
Ah, no! No!
No!
Oh.
Oh, that is tragic.
Thankfully, there's still other chests that he can do it with, but that's gonna set him back a little. Meanwhile, Jasnix using a combination of hook shots to just get through here. Are we gonna open this? Just
We will be storing this chest.
yeah. So that means that
So
we're gonna
Jazz-
have the mirror shield too.
Jazz will skip the tall basement room with that.
Yeah.
Which will save even more time.
Wait, was that mirror shield or was that the Kevin?
That was Mirror Shield.
nice.
Kevin
We're
was
gonna get
in-
it.
Kevin was in the
Spike room.
what
Yes.
spike room.
Yes. Thank you. I wasn't quite sure anymore. This is one of the other chests that you can use for this. Jim is back on track.
With some more chest storage. In his bag.
Didn't have the mirror shield at that point. There was one chest that people kind of forget about. That could have been used because we would have needed to open the room anyway. Sorry. I was gonna mention the Tingle chest, but we need the mirror shield to open that room. Oops.
Yep. Okay, this time we are getting the raw clip.
There we go. Yeah, this is a PSA. Save before starting your go mode. It's always good. It's always very good to just save.
Alright, that's basically the hard part of the Wind Temple Wiki skip done.
Yeah.
At least in my opinion. It is the hardest part.
Just don't fall in the hole here, or else that becomes the hard part.
Yep.
There we go. Well
Jazz
done.
manages. And we will get a second round of cat jams.
The
Very
music has
soon.
been switched, so we're getting ready for that.
Alright, get your cat jams in the chat.
And
And we are again preparing for the Mulgara 1 cycle.
it's a hard trick. I don't understand quite how it works, and sadly, it did not work. That's the one part I understand when it doesn't work.
Yep.
It's alright, alright. Jim is now in the corner of that door trying to find the spot where it doesn't really exist. There we go. Jazz.
That was the wrong arrow.
Oh man, there's gonna be a lot of kids in the way.
Yep.
Nicely done for the tongue grab here, because that could have been terrible.
Ooh, missing the tongue. The air snipe.
That Mulgara just doesn't want to be grabbed today. Jin making good progress on Jahala. Only one little ghost left. Oh, missing it. Getting it though. Finishing the bosses at the same time. Get to see which cutscene is the longest. Let's go. The no Hurricane spin is the classic. Seems like runners kind of forget that they get it, since it's not on the trackers.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, it's kind of just it's only superior to bombs on the first phase. The second one can work with it, and then the last phase you just don't want to use that.
Yep. Also, Jahala is a bit quicker. And
Yeah,
dang, that was
just
extremely close on Jaz's side
Very,
towards
very,
the boss warp.
yeah, extremely, extremely close. All right, Jim, where are you going? There's not a lot of places, and that's
We are
the
going
right
to
one.
Dragon Root.
Star Island has been forgotten about, as it should.
I mean, this was hinted, so Jim
Yeah,
knows
it
that
was.
he will go mode after this.
So all things said, Jim is not going to be much behind Jasnix and Iroh. So
However, it is a considerable amount of time.
it is a considerable amount of time at this skill level.
Jim is behind right now.
So, but we're still gonna have two close races today. So that's still fun. Jim trying to drink a hammer right now, or as I like to call it, get hammered.
Getting hammered with soup, huh?
Yeah, it's strong soup, man.
I mean, the double damage has to come from somewhere.
It does. It comes from the confidence of you thinking you're defensive. Alright, time to get the final shard for Jim. And meanwhile, time to turn everything into shards for Jasnix, because that's a lot of shards. Glass. Lots of glass shards. Oh god.
I think basically the only thing that would put Jim back is Jazz dying once or twice to Ganondorf.
Yeah, or a particularly bad Puppet Ganon, but those runners are like properly warmed up at this point, so
Yeah, maybe also if you failed grapple skips by Void Out.
the Dark Nut is officially dead, everyone, on Jasnix's side. I used the sound to know about this, and I hate to confirm it to you, but that Dark Nut is...
For a long time, I was always wondering why the Dark Knight would make that sound until I...
You turned around.
Yeah, until I basically decided, let's have a look what happens.
That guy is just the most dedicated to his craft. Like, I didn't guard the bridge right. I know he's gonna fire me. You know, it's fine. I'll prove my loyalty.
just deciding to end it themselves.
Yeah,
Hey,
hey,
at the ground spawn.
that's our second cameo of the day. Cameo from the Tower of the Gods, and now from the mini boss that we never found out about. Good night, sweet prince. Good night. So breaking the door and the barrier at the same time. So
Very cool.
that's about how far they are apart from each other's. Considerable lead for Jasnix at this point. But you never know. As they say, it's not over until it's over.
The race is not done until the sword is in Ganondorf's head.
Yeah. We have a sword to deliver, and it's same-day shipping. Sadly for him.
Express delivery.
Getting some magic before going back in. Not getting more arrows. 25 is apparently plenty.
I mean, mostly you're just running low on magic, not on arrows.
That is
Barely
true.
missing the snipe.
Yeah, that was very, very close. We heard the little ding
But
that the
getting
ropes make.
another shot right after. Ooh.
Oh, nicely done. And the tail is down. The tail is down. Nah, just missing it. And he's not happy about it. Look at that little shake up.
Basically what gave Jasnix that amount of that time lead was being able to go mode Wind Temple.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Whereas Jim full cleared Wind Temple.
Yeah, Jim did spend a lot of time in there, sadly for him. And this is already phase 2 of Puppet Ganon. Are we gonna get to a crypt shot? Or maybe a double?
We'll surely get a crib, maybe even 2. We shall see.
Yeah. Get in that corner. Bring your bow up.
That is
Hope
one,
for the best.
and
That's
that is
it,
2.
Triple. Triple shot, let's go.
We get in the double crib. Getting
nice
the
first snipe
on
here.
PG3.
Bringing out the bomb, not leaving anything to chance. Sadly, Puppet Ganon dodging the bomb, but then getting back in the bomb. Setting up for the truck shot, sadly not getting it.
Not quite high enough.
Well sniped there, and there we go.
Oh, beautiful snipe on that end.
And meanwhile, Janus about to get in the fight with Puppet Ganon.
The Puppet Ganon skip is one of the glitches that is actually banned.
We prefer to have a skill competition, a shooting competition, rather than a glitching competition at that point. And look at that shooting! Oh, Jim making up some time here. Oh,
that was great.
very good shots. Oh, wow. Time for phase 2. Meanwhile, Jasnix doing the grapple skip, getting it. He's getting the pug slide. Pug slide too. So just gotta drink some soup and get in the final boss. Gymnast setting up for a crib shot. Getting one. Sadly, not getting the second one.
I was about to ask Chloe, please tell me that this is a Linkin Park reference.
It was a Linkin Park reference.
Absolutely. And I am happy.
There we go, phase 2 over for Gymnast. Meanwhile, Jasnix taking a hit here. That's gonna make this phase a little longer. Gotta be careful. Getting the second part of the phase. Now Zelda's gonna wake up. Meanwhile, Jim getting another shot.
We're starting with the quick spins.
There we go, that's
And
the
that
end
is
of
PG3
Ganon.
down, whereas
But that's
Jazz
the end of
delivers the final blow to
Ganon.
Ganondorf, and that is GG's to Jazz.
So I
We'll be
climbed and
advancing
a Ganon
to the
of
winner's
difference. Send your GG's in the chat because Jasnix just locked his tickets to the winner's bracket final.
Basically
In game 2.
securing third place already, at
But
the very least.
That was still a close race. Like, look at Jim. Just a climb and a Ganon behind.
It is incredibly close, yeah.
Both races look very similar on that front at the very least. Alright, we're gonna finish that climb. And it looks like we're gonna get
doing
both
grapple
of the
skip.
runners.
Oh!
The
And fighting!
crush!
Oh
crush.
no!
That's crushing. Literally, honestly.
Literally.
Whenever that happens, it feels so bad. You're at the end of the seed, you think you're about to finish, and then you just hear that noise.
This is probably the worst that could happen to you in the end. Besides dying to Ganondorf.
Yeah, dying to Ganondorf also hurts a lot. But that's...
Okay, we will be doing a second try.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh! Not voiding, but falling through the chain.
Yeah.
And it seems like we are abandoning the grapple skip.
As Josh is saying, it seems like the grapple skip is cursed for Jim today.
Instead, we will be opting for the grapple skip.
Good old grapple skip. I do love the grapple skip. It's kind of like the bear skip.
Yeah.
It just feels traditional, you know?
Exactly.
There we go. Time to drink some soup and get in the final fight.
Getting supercharged for the final minute, basically. Remembering that he actually has Hurricane Spin and not preemptively charging the spin attack.
Always a good plan not to do that, because that kind of plays with the script a little. Oh, getting hit there. But drinking soup again.
Taking another sip.
Getting hit right back.
Ganondorf is not having it.
He's done that to both of our runners today. What a strong AI that doesn't need to be beaten down.
Yeah.
The arrow's getting prepared. Only a hate press away from the end, and we get it.
That is GG's on Jim's side as well.
Send your GG's to Jim and both of them for finishing this series. And we're joined by our two runners for today, Gymnast and Jasnix. Hello, guys. GG's.
GG's.
Two very close races.
And both times, Big Pig was delivering.
That pig is just holding the keys to the universe today.
Yeah,
if you're playing Wind Waker, today, just go see the pig. Ask him for an advance in your progression item or something. But yeah, very cool.
Yes, Big Pig is a cheese connoisseur.
It is a cheese connoisseur. It was very cool to see both of the races come down to the wire like that. It always feels pretty amazing. Like the big difference in game 2 was Gymnast full clearing when temple instead of go mode again. That's something that Cube David got to do because he checked pretty much everything in Overworld, got the last piece of cheese from the pig, and at that point, it was kind of his race to lose.
I think you might have twisted some names because I wasn't running.
Yep, I did. Sorry. Sorry.
It happens.
I'm very good at putting. It's too easy to say your name. Like, change your name. Don't have mine, please. My brain is used to David.
That is fair.
But yeah, that was both of you had very, very strong PGs on that second game. Like, it was very impressive.
Considering the nerves, I was a little surprised. I got like I think I got one crip in the first race and a double in the second, and I was definitely stressed towards the end of those races. I knew how close game 1 was, so I knew like if I messed up, could have been really bad. So
when that happens, like the first time you're like, oh, guess I don't know how to do crip shots anymore. Then you get them and you're like, okay, guess I do remember. What happened? It's always interesting when that does happen. Also, we saw you set up for a trog shot at the end. Sadly, that did not hit, but it would have been pretty impressive at that point.
Didn't hold up far enough there.
It
was close though. Yeah,
it was very close.
I want to complain about the delivery bag placement in that seed because
that was horrible.
Yeah, that was not very good.
At that point, you can't even complain. It's just at the worst possible spot. It's giving Tuba ideas for the hell seed, you know? It's beautiful at that point.
Yeah, you hate to see the delivery bag on Great Fish every time.
Yeah.
It is just yikes.
It would hurt a little less if you could do the training sequence with other goal runs, but you need that one.
Yeah.
You absolutely need that one.
And it kind of like, I felt it combined with the kind of bad bombs placement too, at least for me, because I got it late, because it meant that like Rock Spire was out of logic forever. So, and since Needle Rock was dead, I didn't really have a reason to go to Great Fish or like peek the chest or anything. So that ended up just being like super late for me, because like when I got delivery bag, the only checks I had left were delivery bag checks and big pigs. So
yeah, to be fair, you both got your bombs at a very similar time, honestly. Yeah. I think you even got the bombs first, Jazz.
Where were bombs? Correctly. I can't even remember at this point.
Grebe. Right on Grebe.
Yeah.
The orange boy had them.
The Creepers were feasting.
Yep. Good day for Creepers.
Absolutely. Also, one thing that has kind of wandered around my mind since basically the start of the race. What was your thought process behind going to Star Island that early?
I'm like a Star Island like fan. I don't know. It's my rationale behind it is kind of just like it's a place that you can't chain with like any other islands ever, pretty much, unless you have Forsaken Fortress. So like you kind of just, if you have it open to you, you might as well just do it, because if it has something you need, then like you're not going to do it faster later. It's going to be the same speed no matter what. So just do it and get out of the way. And like I've had seeds where like I just checked it early. It's like, oh, I got Leaf early, and then that like catapults me to a win or something. So I just like to do it early.
It's kind of a counterplay. It's kind of a counterplay, and I totally respect that. I do that with Fire Mountain. So.
Yeah, it's kind of like Fire Mountain, but way earlier in logic, so it more often has something.
That is true. It only requires either bombs or power bracelets.
Especially in a seed like this one, where you got Master Sword really, really early.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as bad because combat just goes faster.
Sub-minute Master Sword.
Exactly. Just had a Master Sword on the wallet mail.
You had a very strange Star Island, though. Like, mobs just not wanting to go down.
Yeah, no, I remember I jump slashed a bokoblin at like the perfect time to not get back on the platform, so I had to kill it with an arrow.
And you had a mob.
Was hilarious.
You had a moblin. You had a moblin void out through the wall.
Yeah, yeah. She just decided to just nope out of there.
It was fascinating, honestly.
Absolutely.
It's the Star Island classic.
Yeah, the Star Island just kind of does things its own way. Walls don't really matter. The moblins are getting chest storage. It seems it's great. So this is not the end for you, Gymnast. You're gonna join the losers bracket, which is full of wonderful people. I don't know who you're gonna face next, but it's probably gonna be someone quite good too.
Let me just pull up the bracket. Actually,
right. The bracket.
Either Kit Kat or Mr. Mario. It looks like.
Oh,
that sounds about right. Yeah.
Two really good players, also. So
yeah,
it's not getting easier.
Either.
Yeah, there were.
That should honestly be to be expected for the advance into the tournament.
Yeah, the losers bracket in this tournament is just crazy because like a lot of the top seeds got upset really early. So
yeah,
everyone's in losers bracket right now. You don't want to be down there.
Top 4 already down in losers.
Yeah.
I just remember what Mr. Mario did to Bobby, you know, and I'm like, oh.
It's not often that a 16 seed beats a 1 seed, but
it's that kind of tournament. Just a bunch of really good runners, and it shows.
Absolutely. And you're holding true to your prediction, Jazz, advancing to the winners' finals. Facing either Xmidi or Tanjo in the winners' bracket final. How are we feeling about that one?
Yeah, I'm feeling all right. I mean, I feel I've been playing pretty well recently, so I don't know. I don't know who I'm playing. Either player is going to be really tough, but I don't know. I'm happy I'm here because it's like the best chance I've had to actually win one of these tournaments. So maybe this is my year. I'm not sure.
Yeah, could very well be.
Also have SGL in a week, which I'm going to. So
welcome to the club.
Put this tournament on hold for a week and then see how we do there. And I might play. I don't know who. I think Jim. I assume you're going. I think Tanjo is going too. So I might have to play some of the people that have already played in this bracket there. So give me a taste of what's to come.
Just more of the same.
Be at SGL next week.
Yeah. I think most people here.
Yeah.
I'm going too. So
nice.
Not much of a menace though for the tournament, but you know, I'm there. That was a very entertaining afternoon. Sadly, that means that Game 3 won't be happening for the fans of Rando, but I think it's going to be time to let VT Slacker talk to you about what's coming up on ZSR.
First of all, give our runners, Gymnast and Jazz, a follow for the great performance they put on today over 2 games. Also thank our commentators, Cube David and Montgold, and our commentators from Game 1, Momo and Sledge, for the work they did, and to our trackers, a lot of Chiamaka for both games. Plus, we also had Tanjo who had to step out. I want to thank them, and our extra tracker from Game 1, who I am blanking on right now. So I'm
Joshi.
Joshi. That's right, Joshi. How I can forget Joshi. But yes, we of course will have more from the Wind Waker Randomizer Tournament Season 7. Plus, we also have the Majora's Mask Randomizer, their Season 5 tournament going on right now as well here on ZSR. But other than that, I want to thank everyone for staying for both games, and we will see you next time.
A good day, everyone.